So how did we resolve the whole thing with the money? Well, first of all, Alisho was able to run into a contact of his in the village of Langar, which is where we are right now. So we are staying here on the house. We're going to pay them later. So we had dinner, we've got a room, and we're going to continue on tomorrow. Oh, and a little thing that I bought from the village in Bulunkum just before we left. So cost about $3.50, and these are actually super thick socks, helpful in the cold, Pamiri winter, and they're made from yak wool. Truth be told, I can still smell a bit of the yak on there, but the ladies do this for a little bit of income, and I can't wait to try them on. I really wish we had more time so that we could spend it here in the valley. Quite nice surroundings, even the lodgings are quite nice. And you wake up to the distant sound of the Pamir and the Panj rivers, because this is the point where those two rivers intersect. A part of me is wishing that I could disconnect for today, go down to one of the riverbanks, take a good book, read, gaze across to the far shore. Well, not so far. In some parts, the border is just about 4-5 meters wide. Look to the bank of Afghanistan. In light of everything that's happened there in the last few months, my attention is drawn there again and again and again. And again, we get on the road. Almost everywhere we go in the Wakhan Valley, our major traffic hold-ups are cows, goats, and the odd donkey. Assalamu alaikum. I have to say that Baruz is rather cheeky. He knows we don't have money. We've got like $1, like $1, right? That's how much money we have after he sold. So Alisho literally sold part of his car.
Actually $20.
$2? 20. So Alisho literally sold a car part in order to get.
He had the extra like spare. Yeah.
So he had a spare pump which we sold. This is how desperate we are. We're selling stuff. I haven't been able to show my clothes. I haven't been able to get new clothes. Look at me. Like, we are destitute, right? But we still have to get Fanta. We have no money to pay for it. I don't understand what's going on. So, let's see. Did you get what you wanted? Right now we're in the village of Zong. We've left Langar. It's about 5 kilometers to the east of us, and we're carrying on to Yamchun. Zong is a nice stop for us. The village is higher than Langar, and its views are more panoramic, less interrupted, more in tune with Afghanistan just over the river. We're going off right now to check out a religious relic that's so old it predates Islam everywhere. This is Vrang, in the fertile valley watered by the mighty Panj. The old communities here were Buddhist and Zoroastrian, and this setting in its heyday would have been splendid. The stupa is 70 meters up. Built in the early 500s, all that's left to us now are a pile of rocks. There were still quite a few of these in Afghanistan as recently as this year, but their fate as of now is uncertain. Now, if you think these views are amazing, watch our next episode to check out the views from the Yamchun fortress. Let's go and grab some lunch. Assalamu alaikum.
You speak English?
Yes, I do.
Where
I speak
from?
English. I'm from the United States. Which turned out to be splendid fare, all the more so as we got to gaze at Afghanistan while we munched on our meal. And now we're off to experience the musical and architectural elements of Pamiri heritage.
Notice the four-tiered set of concentric squares, each representing earth, water, air, and fire. These have been adopted into Ismaili Islam, the predominant sect of Islam in the valley, but are thought to have Zoroastrian origins. He plays the Pamiri rhubarb. It's an instrument, usually of 6 strings, carved from a single piece of wood. As to the music, individual taste will vary. Our Pamiri host turns out to be a most interesting chap and regaled us with tales of pan-Wakhi culture across Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Pakistan, and even China. Earth, water, air, and fire. These are the symbols of the Pamiri identity, but they are also the building blocks of life. And in this valley, the life is haunting, inspiring, unreal. To stand so close to our brethren on the other side of the river, but to be so far away from them, is as fascinating as it is frightening. Looking over to the fertile lands, I was struck by the thought that the thin line between liberty and limitation can be as flimsy as a muddy river. The people we've met in the Wakhan have defied my expectations by unexpected margins. Their ethnicity, so blonde hair and blue eyes as to appear almost Nordic. Their language so distinct from the state language of Tajik, and their open attitude to life has inspired me to ceaselessly seek out these cozy communities wherever they exist, where lessons in humility and warmth and raw humanity are in abundance.